It's really my pleasure to welcome all of you to the new Colonial Theatre. It's kind of a rebirth, isn't it? And one of the reasons why I'm so pleased to be here at the rebirth is because I presided over the death of the old theater. Okay? But let me tell you, this crowd here tells me that there's something special going on.
I hope the Colonial Theatre continues to grow as it's grown over the years. It's become a much bigger organization.
To see where it is now it's inspiring. The idea, if you had told a student when I was in school here that they would want to be a theater major, well, that's amazing. We have that, and that happens so quickly.
So we are now at the point where there are a rapidly expanding number of theater concentration majors. So there's more, we're still inclusive, but there's more theater concentration majors involved.
I came to Robert Morris and I didn't really know that there was theater here. Like, I didn't think about it that much. And for humanities, I had to go and see a show, and it was Godspell, and I came and saw it, and I was like, wow, these people have like amazing voices.
In 1967, Tom Gibbs he and his wife were performers, actors. They did a little dinner theater show where she played piano, he sang. He met Charles Sewell, who was the president at the time.
Western Pennsylvania in the fall of 1967, in a barn, if you will believe it, in a barn, on a campus of some business institution, nobody, who, John Morris, Robert Morris Junior College. The president said, no, we keep this barn. And you could even smell the animals, some of you remember, as you walked in. But on that particular night in '67, there was a play going on. The first time that there was ever such a thing in this barn.
Theater became the very first extracurricular activity on campus. Think about it, considering brand new campus, brand new school, Charles Sewell's Let's Try This Theater thing. So it's really the beginning of student life. In 1986, the barn that housed all those shows, I did all of those, was such a big part of everybody's lives, burned down. But it did not stop the spirit of the theater. Only one show in the 30 years Gittes was here was ever canceled. It was the show Solid Gold Cadillac that was happening when the barn burnt down. The spirit didn't die. They continued to do shows with the goal of building a new space, which ultimately we got in the early 90s. In 97, Gittes retires, and the program becomes dormant. Things sort of continued throughout my college career, and got the opportunity as I graduated to work with Dr. Gargaro in the idea of redeveloping the theater program.
They had an empty theater here, and they knew that they wanted to have something in here. So they had a little meeting and they asked me to do a show. And the show ended up being a huge success. The show was Godspell. President of the college at the time, Nicholson, actually stood up and said it's the first time he had ever seen the auditorium filled.
I don't think I've seen a crowd in this theater like this ever in the 15 years I've been here. And I know you're all here for the same reason I am, to see these very, very talented Robert Morris University students.
The show was a success, and we had to make that show a success. It was us against the world, and so Ken's focus was on the show, and my focus lied in bodies in the theater.
They built on the success of that first production. We did another show. Next thing you know, I was teaching here, part-time. We had a couple courses on the books, but not very well attended. But there was support for starting a program tied to the production program. And so before I knew it, we had more classes on the books. We had a theater concentration going. Since we didn't really have a lot of theater people, we could be inclusive with the entire campus, so that business majors, engineering majors, nursing majors, they actually provide the bulk of the support.
I want to be a part of this. Like, this is really something that I love, and this looks great. So I auditioned, and I've been in shows since.
Well, I started my freshman year when there was a theater meeting about coming to be in the Colonial Theatre, so I went to that informational meeting and I met all the people at the Colonial Theatre, and I just kind of started off with Aida, and I've been in it ever since.
RMU had a rare opportunity to be represented at the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival this past week for its production.
I am playing Mrs. Lovett, and I am so excited. It's my biggest role I've had at
The Bee, as it's known by its cast, is giving performance opportunities to new students and veterans of the Colonial Theater stage alike.
When I found out we were doing Phantom, I was fairly excited. This is a monumental show.
We now are offering more and more opportunities for Robert Morris students to perform at PMT, and it culminated this past year in a joint productions between PMT and Robert Morris, where Robert Morris's name is actually on productions at the Byam Theater, and hopefully maybe at least one show a year or one every other year will continue to be that. The success of the program has born of a concept now to combine in the same complex media arts, academic media center, and a performing arts center. So the future and the long-range plan is for a larger facility, which we need now. I mean, right now we're using the stage right behind us for a dance class, and it really shouldn't be on the stage, it should be in a studio, but the only real space we have at the present time is the stage.
We are what we are. And what we are is wildly passionate about good theater.
The thing that's kept me in the theater is mostly the people that you meet. You really get to form bonds with people and make really nice friendships.
I picked up a minor in theater, so I've taken Introduction to Theater, Fundamentals of Acting, Acting for the Camera. I participated in some jazz class, and I've recently done voice lessons. It's
partly my personal philosophy is that you don't just train. You can't just train. You have to test that training regularly in public performances. So, in order to do that, we'll have to expand the nature of our offerings, but that's all in the plan.
We want to be revolutionary. We want to take talented actors and make them better. We want to take great scripts and make great productions. And that's what we're going to keep on doing forever, long after all of us have gone.